pipe's wet. You want sushi? Go get some sushi then. Cecil is drawing a tousled-haired young man standing hunched before him. The drawing looks much better than the reality. Cecil doesn't try to embellish anything, but in his page, young man looks less like a sickly student and more like a hero from a romantic ballad. Thank you for the hydrate, posture check, and stretch, Jamie. Turn your head to the right a little bit. Yes, that's it. Oh, Commander. Hail. The young man is obviously uneasy in the presence of his superior. Cecil, who is this? His name is Aaron Keir. I'm an engineer, begging your pardon. I'm responsible for camp fortifications. Aaron fidgets under your gaze and ducks his head low bow. Are you friends? It's not that. I just needed advice of a priest. I'm not very religious, but, you know, sometimes a person feels a little lost in life, and everyone feels down sometimes. We talked, and I thought art could help strengthen his spirit. I look much better in the drawing than in reality. The young man smiles faintly. The revered cleric says this is how Shaylin sees me. That I could be like this if I wasn't such a worthless piece of... No, it's not that. The goddess sees the best in you. The people around you don't interrupt. The people around you see how kind, brave, and reliable you are. Others are afraid to admit their sins to themselves. And you are afraid to admit you have virtues. Don't be afraid. Look around, just look at yourself through the eyes of the goddess, through the eyes of your friends. This is why you need this sketch. Thank you, cleric. I will try. Lucille, I need to talk to you. Of course, Aaron, let's continue this later. Saluting you, the young man leaves in a hurry. Good afternoon, Commander. How can I help you? Did you think about what the Hell Knight told you? Yes, Social shakes his head. Another dead end. I still know nothing. How could Trevor have parted with his shield? I can't imagine. You must believe in your brother. If he gave away his shield, it means he had a good reason. I do believe it. I do. But what could have made him part of our family relic? You know, it's not only the Hell Knight who told me the truth. Knight Tirablade refused to... Not only the Hell Knight who told me the truth. Knight Tirablade refused to tell me anything about my brother's fate when I was serving in Kenabres. But after these events, she finally broke her silence, and the thing she told me... He shakes his head. That he was a good fighter, but a terrible knight, and an utterly worthless paladin. He became more and more cruel as time went on. He started caring more about destroying the enemy than protecting the innocent. He gushed over Prelate Holoran and his witch hunts. Eventually, the goddess's patience wore thin. When he beat up poor fellow for blasphemy, Shaylin took away Trevor's powers. It was a huge blow for him. He left the city asking only that his disgrace be kept from his secret from his family. That was why Irabeth didn't say anything earlier. Brother, my brother, but how? He's always been kind, merciful. Where could this cruelty have become from? Have you gotten used to your new powers? Such power, it's like I'm a young priest again, taking my first steps in the service of the goddess. When Shaylin first entrusted me with the power to heal the wounded, I was so afraid to touch anyone with these hands, and I didn't wash them for a week until my mother took me by the ear and led me to the wash basin. The cleric smiles a broad, boyish smile. Of course, the powers you gave me are far stronger than those granted to a novice cleric, stronger than most clerics ever receive. It's not my duty to feel proud of them, but to use them in the service of others. To ensure that what happened in Kenabres, what happened to my brothers in faith, will never happen again. Well, thank you for telling it to me. We're not going to do the talk. We're not going to do the talky talks with the characters just yet. We'll do that later. There's Sealer. We'll spend some time after we've done the next phase. Sealer looks at you, sad and pensive. It's good to see you. Get this, Janna, the only one who ran away when we were attacked by demons, never went back to her unit. She was seen running towards Numeria. Looks like she deserted. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about. Or not the only thing. Since I raid on the Hardhound count, I've had this stinking feeling that I've made a mistake. Digging you into this, I mean. I should have known that a raid along the edge of the Worldwound wouldn't be so easy. But mostly, I was wrong about a lot of people. About Janna, who lost her nerve and abandoned her friends. About Curl. I knew he was a thief, but I thought he'd really had turned over a new leaf and deserved a little compassion and trust. And Elan, I thought we were kindred spirits, friends through thick and thin. But it looks like I was wrong about him too. Sealer looks at you closely, waiting for your answer. Don't lose your trust in people, Sealer. But what if you made a few mistakes? It's no reason to give up on your ideals. Somebody has to show people that there's a better path. Sealer's expression brightens. Thank you, my friend. I needed that support. She sighs. Thanks for listening to my grumbling, and for helping me get to the bottom of this. I'm not going to leave things as they stand. If I get a chance, I'll track down Janet and see if I can talk some sense into her. I find out what Curl did what he did. I can't stop thinking about what Elon told me in the end. I really have become more powerful than paladins who are far more experienced and selfless than me. There's something not right about it. A servant of Aomade should gain power through dedicated personal effort. It's the only way to make sure that they use the power for good. Our journey so far, it's all wrong, and it means I need to be there. I'll be 3 times as hard on myself now. Okay. Go to the Heart of Mystery. And yeah, we've got nothing else we need to do, so what I suggest us doing is preparing for the attack on Dresden. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but it's what we're going to do.
Did you break another one of the straps on your armor? Here, let me show you another knot. It's just as good, but it won't fray so quickly.
Whoa, thanks. Show me that again.
Give me 1 second, guys. Something. Okay, get to it, guys. Let's level up our companions, though, while we do, before we go. So, Sil, you are a level 8 cleric now. You gained Holy Lance. Okay, that was an easy level up. Our amazing wizard, whose intelligence just keeps growing. Rainbow pattern, shadow configuration. Ooh, acid pit. Level 4 spells look interesting. I don't know if I want that. If a Dragon's Breath, definitely, because that's just a really good spell. There's a bunch of spells we can't get. Rainbow pattern. Not a bad one, actually. Do controlled fireball, actually, because we need some more AoEs for her. And last but not least, Ember. We'll give her ward as well. Extra spell. Not really a what's he called person. We'll give her Death Ward. Death Ward's a really good spell, actually. Let's go. Take the companions we've got. Let's get out of here. Those extra Hell Knights ain't gonna help. It's... You know what? Let's do this. That's going to be my Hell Knight's first thing. Perfect. Okay, Hell Knight. Go deal with them. Our job's to try and get rid of them at this point. Oh, fuck. Yeah, Hell Knights, you need to assess the situation. Try and help me get rid of them. Okay, good. They've started attacking my paladin, my clerics. To be fair, that's not good, but you know, better than nothing. Okay. Perfect. Damn, they fucked up. Okay, they fucked a lot of my men up. You know what? Let's motherfucker. Come on, Hell Knight, you need to kill them. Why can they get... Why are they able to move so well? Yeah, those guys I'm just going to leave alone for now. Come on, give me an extra turn. Yeah, I should have expected that. There we go. Okay, we've lost a lot more men than I was expecting to lose, to be honest. Okay, clerics, I need you to, well... bring back as many of them as you can. We replenished all of them, half of them, and one of our things. So we lost a lot of archers, but by the gods' grace, we won. The last enemy fortress blocking the commander's triumph army has fallen. The soldiers are more than happy to spend the night beneath the shelter of its fortified walls. The road to Dresden is clear. There is someone on the road. Get ready. I'm looking for it, boys. We can do this. Your army halts along a hill, and in the distance you see the walls of Dresden. Smoke rise over the city. Winged figures are circling in the skies above. But they don't like birds. It's time to discuss strategy. It was once an unassailable fortress. Luckily for us, the demons destroyed a lot of defenses when they stormed the city, and in 70 years, they haven't gotten around to mending them. This isn't going to be easy. Unfortunately, most of the walls are still standing. Anivia stops, hearing a clamor of astonishment and jubilation outside the tent. The curtain moves and Her Majesty Galfrey of Mendev enters, wearing the opulent armor and her famous long sword at her belt. The Queen smiles mischievously. Forgive the intrusion, it wasn't easy to catch up with you. Oh, Your Majesty is here. Your Majesty, what a surprise, Anivia says in a voice that indicates anything but. Either your chief scout is concealing her shock very well, or she was already aware of the Queen's presence in the camp. The Queen takes her place at the table. Please continue your discussion and try to imagine I'm not here. I'd like to hear the plan you settle on. Anivia spreads out an old city map on the table. The gates are old and rotten now. You can get through them with a ram. But then there will be street fights. It'll be a hell of a fight in Dresden. Luckily, somewhere in the city there's a sacred banner, the Sword of Valor. Our immediate holy relic wouldn't fall to corruption, like ever. The demon just kept it as a trophy, a sign of our disgrace. And now it's going to be their downfall. If you find it and raise it again, all the demons in the city will be weakened and lose their ability to teleport. That's when we'll chop them up like blind rats. But don't forget, Staunton Vane is somewhere out there. The same traitor who gave Dresden over to the demons in the first place. He won't be part of that banner easily. Nura raises her hand, like a student in class. May I say something? May I? I have a plan. Vigil looks at you without speaking. It seems he has a suggestion. Nura, what's your plan? What's the difference does it make? No plan is going to save us. Abra's eyes shine feverishly in a gaunt face. Who are you lying to? Yourself? Each other? The gods? For a moment she looks at the Queen's stony face, hesitating, but then she continues in a hollow voice. Everything is futile. You will realize that we're going to die. We're leading our people to the slaughter. Our army was almost defeated by a swarm of gargoyles. We only last 5 minutes in Dresden. Beth, are you nuts? Yes, it's a dangerous gig. We all knew what we were signing up for. But now we've got here. You want us to shit our pants and go home? We got to bloody Dresden by some miracle. And we're about to take it back. Kinda late to chicken out, anything? Doesn't matter what we do. The lad hanging on the hook next to me didn't want to die. But what could we do to fend off death? What could I do? We're all doomed. But only a few of us are willing to admit it. By this time tomorrow, we'll all be dead. Airbeth's voice drifts away, but then seems to carry from a distance, making it through a sickly veil of fog that fills your mind. The demon that appears inside you struggles to be free. A little bit more, and a wave of rage will engulf you. Irabeth, pull yourself together. Remember Kenabres. Despite everything, we won and stopped a catastrophe. We won, yes. By some miracle, we took a bite out of demon forces. Without the power you were granted, we'd have died in the Grey Garrison. End of story. Dresden will be our death. You, Commander, might still have a chance to be saved, but you're leading your people to certain ruin. Pathetic little nothing. You are so proud of your strength, and yet you broke so easily. The demonic rage inside you seethes and searches for an exit. It struggles to get out, exhausting, threatening, and convincing at the same time. You feel strong enough to keep it under control, if you want to. There you have it, a perfect illustration of why the Crusades have made not an inch of progress in 100 years. A whining upstart commander has been put in charge of a knightly order by an idealistic queen, circumventing the rules of military hierarchy. And now said upstart has cracked in her first serious trial. Vigil chuckles harshly. Absolutely everything in this situation, from the start of Irabeth's rise to the reason why she lost her reason and morale, demonstrates how dire matters truly are on our front. These problems can be rectified, of course, but to do that, we'll need to drive the black sheep from the herd. The Paralictor, are you comfortable with this idealistic queen standing next to you? Very much so, Your Majesty. Besides, you asked us not to pay you any heed. The Queen looks at Irabeth. Her voice, when she begins to talk, sounds surprisingly soft. I was once in your place, Commander Tirablade. Many, many years ago, I also wanted to throw my sword to the ground and give up. What made you want that, Your Majesty? What happened? Irabeth avoids looking at the Queen. What happened? My god died. The neighboring lands were being devoured by Worldwound, and it didn't seem to stop at the Sarcosis. Galfrey's voice remains warm and a little pensive in this moment. It is easy to believe that she is more than a century old and has seen all the horrific events of the region unfold before her. But I am still here. My kingdom still stands, just as it did the day my doubts nearly got the better of me. I thought we had a lot in common, Irabeth. The same fire burns inside both of us. If you break, what am I to do as your commander and comrade and commander? Irabeth winces, then runs her hand over her face like a person waking up from a bad dream. Yes, Commander, forgive me for this moment of weakness. Anevia catches Irabeth's eye and gives her nod of encouragement. So, what are we going to do, Commander? Nura, what's your plan? Oh, my plan is great. It's a magnificent plan. Here, take a look. Nura spreads out another map across the table. I had to dig the archives to find this, but it was worth it. This is it. The ace that'll bring us victory. This is a map of secret passages that lead to Dresden's dungeons. An entire army can't pass through there, but your unit can easily get through and strike the demons from below. They won't budge. They definitely won't be expecting that. Besides, of course, we don't know exactly where the Sword of Valor is stored, but I think we should look in the dungeons first. With a little luck, you'll find it you'll win the battle before the demons even realize it's begun. McGill, what do you suggest? My scouts were able to approach the fortress walls and learn something unpleasant. The demons have giants who can shoot alchemist fire from catapults, or something even worse. They're positioned here. Rigel draws across on the city map. Luckily, as Anevia said, the city fortifications are in a sorry state. If we come from this side, through the temple ruins, we can sneak up on the fire giants and finish them off before they inflict any serious damage on our army. It's a highly risky maneuver. If my unit was injured and exhausted or suffered significant losses, I would consider the risk excessive and never countenance to this plan. Fortunately, thanks to Commander's timely aid, the Hell Knights suffered almost no losses during the encounter with the gargoyles. We're ready to perform the maneuver, but we'll need cover in case we run into any special demons, like the Kenabres we all remember. Commander, I would like your party to attack the giants with us. The fighters won't like that. Our lads are hoping the commander will personally lead them into battle, not to go off with the Hell Knights. Really? They won't like it? I'm getting tired of talking about the outrageous state of discipline in this Crusader army. Shall we see how they like fire raining down on them from the sky? What are the Eagle Watch Knights going to do? The Eagle Watch are the most experienced Crusaders in the army. They must set an example for the others. We'll spread them across our other units, so each one has at least a few. I'll fight in the group that storms the gates. My queen, what are your plans? I will storm the city with the army. I told you my presence improves morale. I'll attack at dawn tomorrow. Begin preparations. Where will you be in this battle? Well, as much as I'd like to be right at the front of the battle. I will use Nura's map and go for the dungeons. You have chosen to ignore my suggestion. Very well. I won't object. You lead this army and you bear the responsibility for the outcome of this operation. If you so command, I can send my people to act on their own, and I will attack with your group. Wonderful. All that digging through Nesdi archives paid off. Alright, we attack at dawn then. May the gods help us. Indeed, may they. Oh, what meal should we take? Attempt this. We got it as well, thank God. Yeah, so we're better at hitting now, which is good. Go. Eagle Watch, and you listen up, and recruits listen up. I don't know how many of us will survive this day. I don't know whether I will, but I know one thing for sure. Today, with the tip of the sword in Iomede's hand, dead or alive, we'll rip out the fangs of the abyss. To arms, for Mendev, for Kenabres. Fine words, Commander Tirablade, and now, to arms. Whoever's shooting them has ungodly poor aim. A building over there. There's a secret passage to the dungeon inside.
is quite a discovery.
Indeed. We're here. The commander of mortals, what excellent prey.
They will break.
Go on, you idiot. The next time I see your face, I'll be looking at it from puke. From a pike. Oh, she's a fucking evil bitch.
Press the attack.
Oh, she's gonna get what's coming to her.
Make every strike count.
I thought she knew too much. But I also liked the plan.
Into the fray.
Well, my own fault for getting me into this mess. Damn. You can't do it and move.
This pain is excruciating. So this is how it
Yep,
feels.
and she went down. Son of a bitch.
Retreat is not an option.
Her going down, we can take.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Samael, get up there and help. Okay, Seela, you need to get rid of that baboon. A babao. Okay, healing her isn't going to help us just yet.
Out of my sight. Kneel before me.
Man. Kill the ones in your way.
Drive me.
We will get rid of them. That hurt a lot.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Darian? Gonna need that cure there, mate.
I will see to your demise. This one's mine.
I may as well move as much as I can then with our boy. Go on, Lan.
Endure this.
I love when they try that and they just get instantly gibbed. Camillea's now in a position where we can actually get her up. Oh, fuck you, game. Why do you do that to me?
Make every strike.
Get rid of him, Lan.
Did you see that?
I'm going to kill that little shit. Not only am I going to kill her, I'm going to triple kill her.